one of the most prominent men competing active today on the American independent wrestling scene. It comes the way of Dragonslayer Pro. It is Richard Holliday, a champion almost every single place that he has been, but every single time he has stepped to Dante Casanova, he's fallen short.
When you step up that high, you begin breathing rarefied air. It's just a matter of time. It's a rarity that you don't see a championship around the waist of Richard Holliday. He's looking to correct that tonight, capture NWA gold, and represent the Midwest, whether they like it or not. The Midwest just needs a little coastal elitism.
You're breathing rarefied air. It is rarefied air for our main event tonight. Tonight, your reigning and defending NWA Midwest Champion of the National Wrestling Alliance. It is El Jaguar, Dante Casanova. Yet another main event here in Dragonslayer Pro for Casanova himself. Yet another defense attempted of the Midwest Championship here in Dragonslayer. He has been successful in every single outing thus far, but will tonight be the night Richard Holliday can finally call himself a champion of the NWA?
That is the goal. You walk in with the goal, you want to walk out. The man standing between Dante Casanova and walking out of here with that beautiful piece of hardware representing the NWA is Richard Holliday.
Yeah, we are going to send it right back down to ringside for our official in-ring introductions.
As was shared earlier, the following contest is for the NWA Midwest Championship, and it is brought to you by Easy Smoke Shops here in Bedford, Fort Worth, and Keller. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from New Haven, Connecticut, weighing in at 237 pounds. You are now breathing in rarefied air, Richard
I'll hit that on you, pal.
and his opponent. Hailing from the Sun Pyramid in the Aztec ruins, coming in at 245 pounds, he is your NWA Midwest Champion, Dante El Jaguar Casanova!
Well, it's no secret who Fort Worth's behind tonight, Walker.
It has been the same story every single time we have seen Dante Casanova and Richard Holliday share a ring, that last time being in three-way competition just a few months ago. But tonight it is Dante Casanova, Richard Holliday, the NWA Midwest Championship up for grabs here tonight.
Richard Holliday came oh so close to capturing the gold in that triple threat with Jay Alexander. You see, he feels like he's already got a claim to the gold. Our official for this main event contest, Mr. MJ Bell, showing off the gold, showing what it's all about.
It will be a fight to a finish. Well, what the hell did Richard Holliday just say?
Not sure we'll be able to repeat that one on air, Walker.
Oh, and I think that woman is only mildly impressed, but she must have bad taste.
I think she was referring to the width of his mustache there, Walker.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense, yes.
It's not quite pencil thin, but it's a step above. It's a very good mustache. It looks good on Mr. Holliday.
Bell sounds, one fall, 30-minute time limit as per the rules of the National Wrestling Alliance. And I'd like to talk to you as we get into the early goings of this matchup here, James, about the controversial comments about Richard Holliday heading into this evening. Had the media talking all over Fort Worth heading into this Midwest title match promotion. Richard Holliday saying that the National Wrestling Alliance has been dead for some time and that that Billy Corgan would be lucky to have a champion like Richard Holliday in the NWA.
Well, you can't argue with the facts there, Walker. Richard Holliday, as you mentioned, one of the top competitors at an independent level here in professional wrestling. He's traveling the world, making a name for himself, having impressive showing after impressive showing. It would be a great honor for the NWA to have someone like Richard Holliday as champion, but Dante Casanova has been making his name representing the NWA, showcasing this brand, bringing the NWA Midwest title down to Texas to challenge anyone who would step up, whether that was Jay Alexander, whether it's Richard Holliday, it doesn't matter. El Jaguar says, I'm here for a fight.
Listen to this statistic, James. 15 straight defenses for Dante Casanova leading into tonight's night of action within a less than 300-day championship reign thus far.
When you're hot, and Casanova has been on a hot streak since he got everything figured out, got the momentum on his side, knows exactly what he's got to do to win, and he's done that 15 times over. Looking at a 16th notch in that belt over a great competitor in Richard Holliday. Richard Holliday, of course, competing all his life. Former NCAA Division I football player at New Haven. The New Haven Charger charging off the ropes with a tackle like he's on the gridiron.
You can tell this man has done a lot of work in Connecticut here, James, as Richard Holliday, bam, big takedown. And it's good. It's not just good enough to look pretty. You have to be able to work inside this ring as well. And Richard Holliday has shown that he can do both, but you got to think about that lethal weapon Holliday always has in his back pocket. And he's going to reach for it with his right arm, going to wheel back and hit his signature move on anyone standing near side.
The only thing that prevents him from hitting that signature move, he's got to find a way to distract referee MJ Bell, or he hits that signature move, he's going to be disqualified.
Richard Holliday and Dante Casanova back to the reset here tonight as Casanova, there's a laundry list. We talked about 15 defenses. I mean, a laundry list of individuals that he has successfully defended the NWA Midwest Championship against. We're talking about former pro wrestling NOAH athlete Anthony Green. You talk about Carter Black just a few months ago back here in Fort Worth, Texas as well. J-Rock Daddy, Fox Viner, all these other names that Dante Casanova has been defensive against, but never once Richard Holliday has been pinned by Dante Casanova. That's the point to keep in mind here.
He's got that pinfall victory over Holliday. That's got to be weighing heavy in the mind of Richard Holliday. Oh, teasing that signature move.
And Holliday says he knows what he wants. He wants that signature move landed. He wants the NWA Midwest Championship. And
more important than knowing what you want is being able to strike whenever you want. And no doubt, nobody has that uppercut to the groin, if we're going to try to be descriptive here, of that signature move.
Now, let's say what it really is. That's a low blow, and it's a cheating, dastardly tactic. But you got to know that senior official MJ Bell is going to have his eyes on it for the whole duration of this fight. Casanova off the ropes, layering it to the outside, and Richard Holliday takes a hard tumble to the hardwood of the Ridgely Theater.
Casanova now in control. MJ Bell starting the count.
Oh, Casanova. Oh, and a huge right hook from Richard Holliday is going to slow that conversation down again.
It wasn't quite the signature move, but Richard Holliday sure left his signature across the jaw of Dante Casanova.
Yeah, Holliday's going to call that a warm-up to the signature move. That low blow, by the way, illegal in professional wrestling. Most people will say, well, Richard Holliday will tell you this is the move that they try and hide from you in training. This is the one that they don't want you to know. Well, they don't want you to know it because you're not supposed to use it.
You might win a lot of fights, but you're not going to win a wrestling match. We have rules for a reason, but these guys don't care about the rules. They're trading closed fists.
Referee MJ Bell might need to step in here and get between these two as Dante Casanova takes Holliday out of the corner. Holliday reverses it.
Into the boot there. That was an open-handed strike by Holliday, making sure he showed our official the hand was open. Doesn't slow the force down.
Oh, and a huge side shot there from Richard Holliday. A cover only finds two.
Spinning down, tucking that back elbow right underneath the chin of Casanova. Holliday's looking for a knockout blow. The champ's rocked here, trying to regain where he is.
You can't blame Casanova for being a little shell-shocked. That was a hard shot from Holliday, and the hard shots are going to keep coming. Casanova blocked that one from Richard.
Here comes the champ, inside out, rebounding.
Oh!
Spearing through Holliday, now a little ground and pound. Holliday sends him to the outside. Holliday trying to find a little reprieve. Casanova going for a run.
Oh, and Dante Casanova swinging a miss right there from El Jaguar.
But that shot didn't miss. Square across the chest, trying to drive the air out of the champion, Dante Casanova. Dropping the leg. Fort Worth not very fond of Richard Holliday.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe one.
Yeah, I was going to say that woman might be a little bit more fond of the biceps on Richard Holliday. How could you not? Specimen of a man, and they're going to look really good holding the NWA Midwest Championship by the end of the night.
That is the plan for the man breathing rarefied air, arguably the most marketable man in pro wrestling, Richard Holliday. Taking a walk around Dante Casanova like he's walking the streets of New Haven. It's Connecticut blue blood, bringing his brand of aristocracy to Fort Worth.
Yeah, Holliday continuing on the assault here. I mean, listen, Holliday, whether the people like it or not, he has them in the palm of their hand. Richard Holliday just as well has Dante Casanova in his grasp as well, and he may have the entire NWA by the end of the night.
Holliday maintaining control of the leg, keeping Casanova grounded. Holliday sent to the outside. Down but not out. Has that 10 count to make it back in the ring, does Holliday. He's already up to his feet. Casanova is not.
Yeah, but Casanova now finding his way to it. Oh, and a hot shot. Hot shot again from Richard Holliday. might hotshot himself to the top of the National Wrestling Alliance. 2 count only from Holliday again. Hey, this is smart here from Holliday, and I like what we're seeing. A lot of people don't want to give Holliday credit for his technical wrestling ability. You want to focus on that signature move and the marketability of the mustache. Hammerlock from behind, that top wrist lock now turned over here for Richard Holliday to put the pressure early on tonight.
It comes from the base that Richard Holliday has, a product of the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling School, run by Paul Roma, former Horseman, as well as Mario Mancini, longtime Northeast independent competitor. Both men very skilled in their basics and fundamentals, and Holliday has put a master class on of those.
And again, looking to slow things back down to a halt here are Richard Holliday on behalf of Dante Casanova, and it is Casanova who is certainly going to be fearing for his life by the end of this one. If Holliday keeps this hold in, this is a blood choke right here, James. This is cutting off the circulation to the brain, and it might cut off the championship reign for Casanova as well.
And that's exactly what Holliday's trying to do. If your brain's foggy, you don't know where you're at, you can't think about your next move, you're basically a dead fish in the water. And that's what Dante's looking like right now. But no! He's rallying, the adrenaline pumping deep inside the heart of Dante Casanova, fighting for the NWA Midwest Championship, trying to reverse it on Holliday. Holliday, one more time, no!
Oh my gosh.
Pick it up. On your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Both men beating the standing 10 count here. Dante, big double axe handle, and another one through Holliday. Around, knee, one more axe handle for the champ.
Look at the momentum building for El Jaguar here. As Dante Casanova is going to try and take it to the ropes. Holliday turns it around. Casanova back. Oh, just pressing the body of Holliday over the top.
Dante rallying the Fort Worth faithful. Rebound. What's he got in mind? Looking for that big clothesline. Holliday's caught him. Double underhook. Scoop slam for Casanova into the cover.
No, not enough. Not even close, not yet, for Dante Casanova to win this one. This is easily, by far and away, the hardest test for Dante Casanova over his past 15 defenses of the NWA Midwest Championship.
Richard Holliday not rising to the top of the independent wrestling scene by chance or by fate. It's by being the hard, gritty competitor that he is, and he is trying to take Dante Casanova to his limit tonight. Finally back to his feet is Holliday. Cut off there by El Jaguar. Casanova up top. Crossbody to Holliday. He rolled through.
Cover, no, nearly saw a new Midwest champion.
Holliday trying to be resourceful there, use his long vertical base. Back elbow rocks the champ. Casanova running on adrenaline now.
But it's Holliday back with the shot first, James. And Holliday again, no, Dante, jackknife cover. Oh, Holliday for the cover. 2 count only.
How bad do you want the gold? How deep is your repertoire? That's what we're finding out as this match rages on. Back and forth. in, giving each other their all, but neither one leaving their feet.
And, oh, cutter out of midair for Richard Holliday.
Shades of Johnny Ace there. Holliday thought he had the element of surprise on his side.
Well, you saw the veins pulsing out of the forehead of Richard Holliday. Frustration has sat in deep for the #1 contender to the NWA Midwest Championship.
A psychotic look from Richard Holliday. He's setting him up for 2008. That swinging neck breaker that has won him gold in places like MLW in the past. Oh! MJ Bell is down. Taken out by Richard Holliday.
Holliday is taking out our senior official here, and now Casanova, flapjack in the middle of the ring. Off the ropes here for Dante. Sliding in from the south, and it's Casanova, but we have no official, James. No one can count the cover. Our fans are gonna do the job that MJ Bell can't right now, but it's not gonna end the matchup yet.
They can't call for the bell. They can't sign the paperwork. We need another official out here, and we need one quick. MJ Bell barely beginning to stir now. The champ helping our official back to his feet. Dante Casanova knows there has to be someone there to count the pinfall and ring the bell.
Oh, and come on. Fool me once, shame on me, but good Lord, no. The signature move.
The most devastating move in professional wrestling, the 2008. Crashing to the mat like the stock market is Casanova, but we still have no official. Here comes Manny Solis.
No, and still, this match rolls on for the Midwest title.
Holliday arguing with our official here. Manny taking over for MJ Bell after being sandwiched twice. First by Dante Casanova, then by Richard Holliday. Holliday brings Casanova back up to his feet. The champion might be out here. More shots, chops, punches raining down across the chest of the NWA Midwest champion. But how much longer will Dante Casanova be able to call himself that?
No, it's not looking good right now. Richard Holliday has Casanova on the top rope.
Richard trying to get a steady base there, trying to drop Dante from the heavens. Dante hanging on. He's got a hold of that top turnbuckle. Now some punches being rained down on the head of Richard Holliday.
Casanova now looking to take this one from the top rope. And Jaguar taking to the sky. No, Holliday inbound. Oh, it's a long way down.
Both men down in a heap. Holliday trying to capitalize.
Oh, and a 2 count only. We still have more to go for this Midwest title matchup.
The Aztec spirit burning deep within Dante Casanova. The last of the Aztecs.
Oh, what the? Oh, give me a break.
And we might have seen the last of Manny Solis' children as he's sent to the outside in a heap. Now we've had 2 officials out, one by accident. Manny just intentionally taken out. No!
Oh, God.
Put the belt down, Richard.
Yeah, you haven't earned the right to call yourself the champion just yet. Well, we don't even have a referee now. MJ Bell's gone, Manny Solis is gone, and Richard Holliday has a damn title in the ring.
Dante ducks it. Big boot by the champ. Jay Bell coming to. Dante grabbing the belt. Dante trying to reassure MJ Bell, I'm not that kind of guy. I wouldn't do it this way.
MJ Bell, the last memory that he has of Dante Casanova is him getting knocked into the corner. But now, schoolboy roll-up Holliday. Holliday wants it. 2 count only. His feet weren't close enough for the ropes. He's got to try and innovate.
Going for that cutter again.
No, no, no. Dante, watch it, off the rope. On the shoulders of Holliday, and still Casanova out. And again, another shot to the spine.
Oh my God, man.
Holliday sent to the outside, and Dante Casanova given the runaround. And finally, lands that drive-by shot.
He looked for it earlier on. Holliday had the wherewithal to get out of the way. This time, he's rocked. We're over 15 minutes into this contest. The tank's starting to run empty. He's gonna have a whole lot left in the tank to kick out of that one.
And south of the border lariat finds the mark. Dante Casanova off the ropes. Oh, no, no, no.
We saw Holliday working over the legs of Dante Casanova earlier. The damage done, adrenaline can only get you so far.
Yeah, Casanova, I mean, out on his feet here after that landing, but wait a minute, inside cradle for the cover. 3 count. I can't believe what we've seen here. Call that a championship defense for Dante Casanova. The record book certainly will, but that was survival over Richard Holliday tonight is what we just saw.
But that is what makes a champion, Walker. The ability to see an opportunity and seize it with everything you've got. You've got to keep the gold on your shoulder if you want the paydays, you want the prestige, you want to travel the world representing the NWA. You've got to take advantage of openings like that. Richard Holliday let his game plan slide for just a moment. Dante Casanova saw the opportunity and retained the NWA Midwestern Championship.
Wrestling fans, that's going to be all for us here in Dragonslayer Pro Wrestling. It has been an absolute honor and pleasure. We'll be back January 15th, the start of the new year, with Dragonslayer Pro in Fort Worth, Texas. For James Southern, I've been Walker Stewart. This has been Dragonslayer Pro. Subscribe on YouTube. We'll see you next time on January 15th. Goodbye for now.